Josh here with Extradition Arms. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is a customer requested video on the AK-47 Buffalo grip. Before we start anything, we want to perform safety checks. Always handle weapons as if they're reloaded. So nothing's in the chamber, nothing's in the magazine well, and my magazines here are empty. All right? Always want to perform safety checks and be a responsible gun owner. All right, this is a featureless rifle, and let's start with the basics. This doesn't have a forward grip. It doesn't have a flash suppressor, grenade launcher, or flamethrower. It has a stock that is non-folding or telescoping, and it has a featureless grip. Now, the AK-47 Buffalo grip is the only ambidextrous featureless grip on the market, allowing you to use it from both sides. That's what ambidextrous means. And it prohibits the use of the grip as a pistol grip. So we made it this way and designed it this way to not only prohibit but dissuade anybody attempting to use it in a wrong manner. So it will stab your hand if you try to obtain a pistol grip, which means you're wrapping your thumb and your index finger and you're webbing around it like a standard pistol grip. So if you hold a pistol grip, you'll feel it. Now, the law doesn't say that it is illegal to use your thumb as a leverage point. In fact, you will need it for control of the weapon. Now, what does this actually do? So after you rub your thumb around there, the front three fingers, and have your index finger flared out for safety and for good finger discipline, I can hold this rifle up, stay on target, and then load a magazine, charge the handle, safety. I can use the safety and stay on target the entire time and be able to use this weapon safely and accurately and proficiently. Now, that's the reason we made a featureless grip in the first place, is because we wanted to make sure that you guys can just change that magazine. You don't want to spend 10 minutes, 5 minutes, even 15 seconds changing a magazine or reloading a magazine in some strange manner that's not only alien to the way you use it. It just didn't make any sense to me, especially tactically speaking or recreationally speaking. And that's one of the reasons we made this ambidextrous is, you should be proficient on using this rifle on both sides of your arms. So both your left arm and your right arm. And for those people that would argue against it, you just got to think, even recreationally, if you get injured, your right arm's injured, you still want to go to the range with your buddies, and you guys had planned a big range day, you should be able to fire this weapon with your left arm, and still be comfortable and have control of this weapon. All right, tactically speaking, you want to always be able to use both sides of the weapon, especially if you get shot in one arm or the other, or injure that other arm or the other, right? So those things are vital importance. So I would recommend highly that you guys choose an ambidextrous option, which is the Buffalo grip. So it always kind of goes full circle there. And then in terms of tactics, I always explain this in the AR-15 format. So the rifle, the AR-15, in the past videos I've shown that you can actually pie around corners in a better manner and fashion by wrapping your thumb around there and actually putting the buttstock in your bicep. So I can go around a quarter, put the least amount of my body or silhouette around that corner, and then, so if there's a threat, I can fire on them, and if they fire back, they'll have just a minuscule target to shoot at. It'd probably be just a piece of my head and the front of the rifle. All right. Now, installation is very easy, and again, you're gonna just make sure the weapon's empty. All right. I still do this with the actual spring inside and the bolt inside. That's the way I'm gonna recommend it to you. If you already have a pistol grip, you don't really have to have anything new. All you have to have is that spring and that piece of metal that attaches to the bottom lower receiver of the AK-47. If you bought this rifle like I did with a Monster Man grip, you have to go out and buy the longer screw. It's totally worth it, especially for this grip. So again, I already cleared it. You want to push this spring in and then take the plate off. It's a cover plate for the spring and the housing and for the trigger housing. All right, in here you'll see a piece of metal and then a screw protruding ever so slightly off the top. That is from the grip, so it actually will lead that way. So what I'm going to recommend is taking your index finger and pushing that piece of metal that the bolt's protruding from. Sorry, use this side. All right, mine's a flathead screwdriver. Simply just unscrewing it until it comes off, holding that piece of metal in, putting the Buffalo grip on there, holding it in place, and then taking the screw and then hand tightening it until that piece of metal does not move anymore. These screws will show you the way it's supposed to properly be in there, and then hold the Buffalo grip in a straight manner. So when you tighten it down, it doesn't, you're not shifted a little bit off center. That's the one weird thing about it, design for the AK-47. Even the pistol grip, it can be a little crooked if you install it that way. So after you've done those things, again, if you want, be paranoid and clear it again. It's clear. You're gonna put the rifle down. You're gonna take the front piece of metal, and then put it on top of the housing, trigger housing. You're gonna push the spring in just a little bit, lead the front of it, and then push down the bottom of it, which actually will push the spring back out, and you shouldn't be able to move this. So that's how simple it was, and that's how simple it is to interchange the buffalo grip and your pistol grip for this. Okay, it is already past June 30th. So if you still have an assault weapon, which means you have a collapsible stock, you have a forward grip, a grenade launcher flamethrower, a flash suppressor, a pistol grip, you have a problem. You are actually, you're a felon according to California law. I'm not going to say you are. I don't think that's fair. So what I'm going to recommend highly, I'm not a lawyer or an attorney, but I'm going to recommend you take that rifle apart, put it in your safe, and make sure that not only do you not use it until you make it featureless, again, having a stock that doesn't move, so doesn't fold, doesn't telescope. I don't have a flash suppressor. I don't have a forward grip, grenade launcher, or flamethrower. You don't even need any of those things. And then you get the buffalo grip. So once you do that, you have a legal rifle. You don't have to register it according to the law. I never will recommend registering your weapon. You're opening yourself up to legal matters that could potentially lead to your incarceration or to the government poking around in your personal business in your home. You're letting them know you have an assault weapon if you register it. Yes, you get to keep all the things that you have on there, but is it really worth it in the end to give the government any legal cause to go into your house? I think not. All right, so hopefully you liked this video. Comment and subscribe, and please subscribe and like and comment. So let me know, give me some feedback. Go to my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Extradition Arms. At Twitter, it's at Arms Extradition, so it's backwards. And then I have the YouTube channel, so Extradition Arms. If you really like this video, I recommend, if you think I'm slightly biased on the grip, go to Fun with a Gun. They actually created a video on the buffalo grip for the AR-15. It's the same concept. It's the same system, just different look, just a little bit. But they deemed it the best featureless grip on the market. I'm going to say the same thing, especially because I've handled all the other ones, and none of them make sense. So I'm always working on new stuff over here. So if you guys help support me, I'm going to make sure that I pump out some good products for both AR and AK. And that's what I want to do for you guys. Well, thank you for listening and tuning in.